stack?
Can you stack? This isn't Uno, brother.
Sorry.
This isn't
Skip
Uno.
you back to me.
Oh,
Skitty?
shit. You skipped me?
Skitty you.
Skip everybody and leave.
Skip every... I just was going to say that.
It's my favorite thing to say when we play Uno.
This podcast is brought to you by Icelandic refilled water bottle from tap water.
Which isn't the real water bottle.
So wait, so you buy that,
Which isn't the real water.
and then you refill it.
They do. All the time.
Interesting.
Do you know how
this is
happy I
maybe-
was to find the path water?
Yeah, that was
it's-
awesome.
It's all right. It's pretty good. I still think this is the best water.
I used that water bottle the entire time I was in Texas.
And it's
See, there
made
you
to do
go.
that.
I don't think I've ever had Icelandic water.
Uh-oh.
What'd you do? Punch something? What happened to your knuckles?
That's what they always look like.
Oh.
Over the years, I've punched things, so that's probably why.
Oh. All right.
Yeah, this hand looks like that all the time. It doesn't look like my other hand. See? Well, yeah, I guess it kind of does.
Yeah, just the opposite.
Yeah, it punched things a lot.
What's the weirdest
Not
thing
anymore,
you've-
though.
What's the weirdest thing you've punched?
You know, in somebody's house where they have like a pellet it wasn't a pellet stove, but you know how they have like the stove that's on like a wood stove on like bricks, and then
Yeah.
the like iron part goes up into the ceiling.
Like the flume? Is that what that's called? The flume?
Whatever that thing is, the
Yeah.
big cylinder that's like iron that goes up to the ceiling to like
Iron.
exhaust. I broke one of those punching it.
So what were the things that preceded this punching?
I mean, I'm sure you can guess.
Someone was like, Adam, wrestling's fake.
No, I don't remember. I also
Oh.
dented someone's fridge by punching it a bunch of times. So
Wow.
That's obscene.
yeah,
Wow.
pretty dumb. I got mad. I think the whole premise of it is I got mad that we were at their camp, and they went and visited some girls that they knew, and they left me behind. And I
Oh.
guess I got angry that they left me there, so I just destroyed his camp, pulled all his lampshades down, and broke all that stuff. And I don't remember doing that at all. So that's when I realized, 19-year-old Adam, you should probably stop drinking.
Speaking of drinking,
That's
this is
fair.
episode 21.
Oh
You want me to cut that out?
no, I don't really care. Don't drink in camp.
Don't drink in camp.
This has been a
people.
message brought to you by mothers
Against camping.
that don't like
Mac.
Adam drinking
Mac.
when he was younger.
That's
Yeah.
Wait, that acronym's way too long.
It is.
So for those of you that are watching on YouTube, we have a little bit of a different look. I'll explain why in a minute. For those of you listening on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, we sound the same, and that's fine. But what we're going to do,
Yeah.
we're going to play a little game, and this game involves cards. It's this game called SuperFight. Look at that. You see how I did that? It's the game of absurd arguments, apparently. So what's going to happen is I'm going to draw a couple cards here in a little bit. There'll be two different characters or beings, and then they'll each have two abilities, and we are going to argue over who would win the fight between one another.
Sounds fun.
Murdoch's doing the mouth open thing. But episode 21, we made it to
What about
21.
my cursor?
Trying to find your
Cursor's not
cursor.
working.
Oh, click your
Yeah.
mouse.
I
Your
found
cursor
it.
isn't working or your mouse isn't working?
My mouse, but
You got to
Yeah.
upgrade to a rat.
It was like 3, 2, 1. Oh, I gotta upgrade to a rat. I get it.
what is happening? It's not-
I don't know what's happening.
Let's see. Who wins? Adam or a mouse?
Yeah, exactly. And what are the powers of the mouse? Oh wait, your mouse works now.
I kinda, not really. I don't know what's going on, but whatever. I don't need
Okay.
my mouse.
All right.
It's because
I
it's
need
stone,
this-
because it's a basilisk.
I need a basilisk.
Basilisk.
A basilisk.
That's one of those
from
words.
Harry Potter starter.
Are we ready to go with the first round?
Let's do it.
Round one.
Oh man, if I had
Superfight.
thought ahead, I would have got something to write this all down. We could have made a tournament out of this. Okay, so You know what I'll do? I'll lay the cards down like this.
Ooh.
Yep. That's just one. And then I'll flip them like this. I got to make sure they're in the frame.
What'd you do to your thumb?
Ooh, he's got sticky tack.
Oh,
on
I
it.
was doing chicken wire today, and I ripped my knuckle open. It was fun.
Got sticky tack on it.
Okay, so the first character, Helen Keller. Oh Jesus, we're gonna get canceled.
No, it's Helen Keller.
What if this one's Oh Jesus?
It sounds like a candy
Helen
bar.
Keller versus a Girl Scout.
Okay.
Okay. And let's
All
see.
right.
Helen Keller's first ability.
Helen Keller with the laser eyes.
Helen Keller has laser eyes. And the Girl Scout has, these are in red, can summon and command demons.
Yeah, wow.
Okay.
This is a good first round of this.
Yeah, but they get 2 abilities. So now we got to add what
Oh
else
my
Helen
god. If
Keller
there's
can
anything
do.
else about eyes, this is rigged.
Suffering a crisis of faith, apparently, is an ability. And oh boy, the Girl Scouts are also armed with holy water.
Could this have been any more perfect?
This was perfect. The red cards are a horror expansion for those of you that
I feel like you didn't
watching
shuffle
at
them
home.
well.
I shuffled them really well.
I
But
mean, he shuffled them great considering Helen Keller has laser eyes.
I
So-
can shuffle them again. But okay, so who would win in this fight? Helen Keller with laser eyes, suffering a crisis of faith. Does that mean she's like is that like the Exorcist kind of thing? Like she's like the girl from the Exorcist?
That's what I think. Like, she's suffering a crisis of faith, so she's like, she's contemplating, like her faith due to something bad that happened to her.
Okay.
Should probably be the loss of sight.
But she has laser eyes, and
She's
the
like
Girl Scouts.
Homelander.
The Girl
She's like
Scouts can
Homelander
summon demons,
without
and they're
sight.
armed with holy water. So does the holy water and the suffering of crisis of faith, do they have anything to do with each other? Like, could the holy water...
I feel like it goes against the demons, though.
Right.
Yeah,
I
because
feel like
the
they
Girl
like
Scouts
negate themselves.
the Girl
Right.
Scouts makes a mistake with the holy water. They destroy their demons.
So what do you... Like, yeah. Like, you just throw that one out.
I got to give it to Helen Keller.
Yeah, easily Helen Keller. I
She's
mean,
got
if
the
I saw
laser
Helen Keller
eyes.
coming down the road with laser eyes, I'd be like, oh my gosh, she
But
can't aim.
Helen
worth
Keller-
a shit.
Yeah, she's blind, so she's just going to be lasering everywhere. Uh-oh, you guys
Right.
cut out.
No,
She's unstoppable.
I just picture like Ray Charles when he does his head bobbing but having laser eyes.
Right, but the Girl Scouts could just send in the demons and just hide behind... What would laser not go through?
It's a singular Girl Scout.
Oh, you're right. It is a singular Girl
Right.
Scout.
Just
You're right.
says-
I'm thinking a troop.
Holy water, kind of like suicide bombers.
Wait, who would be suicide bombers?
So I look at like the Girl Scout, right? Summoning the demons. The demons run in armed with holy water around themselves, so they're kind of like a suicide bomber because they're probably gonna get hurt because of the holy water.
I mean, that would make sense
Way I look at
if the holy water had some sort of effect on Helen Keller. Then that would make sense.
That is true. I don't think anything the Girl Scout's gonna do is really gonna damage Helen Keller except for the demons.
Yeah, and the setting depends on like this too, because if they can hide behind something a laser can't get through, the Girl Scout can hide and then summon all the demons to try to take out Helen Keller.
So was Helen Keller also deaf?
She was.
Yes, and mute.
So she wouldn't hear the demons.
No, she'd have
No.
no idea it was happening. True.
But I
So
think we're
unless
all
she was
when would she activate
spinning
the
in a
laser
circle?
eyes?
We're forgetting the most important thing.
What's that?
She still has her sense of smell. And
True.
Those
Do
cookies,
demons smell?
Those
Hmm.
cookies are gonna be something
Okay.
you smell a lot of.
Oh,
Especially
she's gonna know
the-
the Girl Scouts around because of the cookies.
Correct.
Oh man, this.
And that's got to be the strongest
Okay.
sense.
Okay, but how does she activate the laser eyes? Like, can she activate them? Or are they
I think
just
it's just when
always
she
on?
opens her eyes.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So she knows. She hears something. That's what I said. It doesn't matter if it's demons or just a random lady on the side of the road. She hears a noise. Those eyes can be opening.
And they're
Yeah.
toasted.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got to give it to Helen Keller.
Yeah, I don't see a situation in which the Girl Scout comes out on top. I missed a word there.
Well, I think that would be a different.
I think so.
But yeah, I think Helen Keller comes on top. So
Helen
All
Lander
right.
wins.
Helen wins. Oop. All right. That was pretty fun.
Helen Keller wins. Flawless victory
Fatality.
Fatality.
for
All right.
everyone, including herself.
So next we have.
Right. Unfortunately, I don't think anything's going to top that.
I don't think so either.
That was like perfect. It couldn't have been any more perfect. Oh, okay.
Slender Man
Okay.
versus the Girl from the Ring.
Ooh,
I hate that.
I do
okay.
too.
I
This
hate
is going to
that.
come down. This is going to come down to abilities for sure.
His ability is probably wearing a suit.
Slender
We're at
Man
abilities. The
suffering
girl from
from
the ring. Oh God.
suffering from delusions of grandeur.
Yeah, that's why he wears a suit. That makes
Yeah.
sense. He wears a shirt and tie. What, a shirt?
The girl from the ring is on a pogo stick.
That's how she gets out of the well.
And ability number 2 for Slender Man. Oh Jesus, this is horrifying. Shoots bees from his mouth.
That's what the
He doesn't have a
Candyman
mouth though, does he?
Yeah, I think that's all he has, right? Or does he not? Does he just have eyes?
He only has eyes.
Oh, God, I'm
Oh,
gonna
then those
Google this
bees are
now.
just going to be
I really don't want to look this up.
living inside of him.
Don't worry, I am.
And then, hold on, I'm gonna
He has
move
no
this up
mouth.
just a little bit.
Yeah, no mouth.
And then the
And no
Samara,
eyes.
the girl from the ring, everything they touch turns to hummus. I don't know. This is a draw. Like
So
okay,
Samara. So we've learned a couple things about Samara tonight. We've learned that she gets out of the well with the pogo stick, so it's not
Yeah,
as
Then it
scary
turns to
now.
hummus.
Right.
And then she's also Greek.
yeah,
So-
yeah. So
Cool.
Slender Man just sounds like he's just not having a good time. If he can't shoot bees from his mouth, those bees are just in there.
Yeah,
they have
they're just
nowhere to
in his-
go.
That's why that's why he's a Slender Man, because the bees have nowhere to go. They're just taking all of his nutrients from what
There's
he
a bees in his mouth.
So that just really means that Slender Man is just a movable bee's nest.
And he has to remember his greatest days, right? Isn't that what?
I mean,
the legends of
hold
Greece
on.
mean?
Did you ever play the Slender Man game?
You mean like try to get him to come out to you? No.
Yeah,
Nope.
yeah. Don't you like just go through the woods and like
Yeah, he
Eventually
was
he
like,
shows
"Hi,
up.
I'm Slender Man. I'm gay. I'm coming out."
You're like, come on, Slender Man.
Come on,
It's
Slender
all
Man.
right.
Come on,
It's
play.
good.
No, but
Yeah.
like, when he gets near you, you hear like static, but it's not static. It's just the sound of the bees.
it is. We are discovering so much. This is lore now.
Slender Man lore.
So who wins this
I-
though? Because if she's on a
Slender
pogo
Man.
stick and he can't do anything, she could just touch
Well-
him and turn him to bee hummus, honey hummus.
Honey hummus?
Yeah.
Yeah, and the bees then have something to eat. But yeah,
But
isn't
If she
he's-
touches him and he turns to hummus, do the bees inside also turn to hummus? Because then they could attack her, and it's like
she has to touch
surprise
the bees individually.
Ooh.
Doesn't that mean that he also, the suffering from delusions of grandeur, mean that he thinks he's like really important or like
Yes.
can't die? So,
Yes.
his
So
stubbornness
he's just
should help
like-
him.
He's just like, I'm going in for it, and then she's just like, boop, and he turns to hummus.
I think that Samara is the winner in this,
I agree.
Really?
I agree.
Okay.
and has something to eat.
So, who would win between Helen Keller and Samara?
Helen Keller.
Yeah, I still go with Helen
the,
Keller.
the
on that
laser
one. She's-
eyes.
Yeah, she's taking out everybody. I don't think Samara could get.
She'll
to her to touch
smell
her.
the hummus.
This is true.
You're right, because the loss of any type of sense makes it so it's heightened. So she'll smell that hummus from
Right.
far away. Plus, Samara's like been in a well. She's smelly. It's not good.
All right, so we got 2 cards from the horror pack. Mrs. Voorhees.
Oh,
Norman
Oh.
Bates.
This is like they should
That's
just
an
be together.
interesting one.
Yeah.
And Mrs. Voorhees has feet instead of hands.
Okay.
This is hilarious. Norman Bates has literal jazz hands. How does this even
just doing
happen?
this the whole time? This is Voorhees.
Yeah, but like, I don't know. Let's see here. Mrs. Voorhees controls all animals as well.
Ooh, including Jason.
Is he an animal
Is
though?
he an animal?
I mean, he kills everyone, right?
And
So,
Norman Bates is a hoarder.
I mean, that's accurate.
that is
Okay.
accurate. He also hoarded his mother, who was dead. So yeah.
True.
I think Mrs. Voorhees immediately
Immediately
stands out.
Yeah, because the controlling all animals like does it. Like
Well,
she
and
could just
she'll be thinking about this. She has the feet, right?
Yeah.
On her hands. So she
Yeah.
still has her feet, correct?
yeah. So now she could be like an
So that-
animal, like a
she could be
four-legged
like an
creature,
animal.
and she could
So
just
she's the leader, and they all follow her around.
She's the alpha.
yeah.
She
And
is.
Norman Bates would be trapped in his house because he's a hoarder, so he wouldn't be able
Yeah,
to
he's
get
just-
out.
Trumpets for hands.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this literal jazz mean like
I think his
like
hands are
CDs?
trumpets
His hand
and saxophones.
and flutes.
Is flute a jazz instrument?
Have you not seen Anchorman?
I have seen Anchorman. I don't remember that though.
He plays the
So-
flute.
Oh yeah.
It sounds like Mrs. Voorhees wins.
I
that's
think
an
Mrs.
easy
Voorhees
one.
because then she still has the power to tell Jason who to kill, even though I know that's the point of this game. Is it's power cards, but like it's Mrs. Voorhees. She still commands Jason, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I would agree. Mrs.
So
Voorhees
he can come in and
with the
he can clean up all the hoarding to get to Norman Bates.
So long, Mr. Jazz Hands.
See ya.
Literal.
This
Wow.
guy. This guy. All
Had it
right.
queued up.
Let's see who we got next. We have Carrie.
Ooh, one of my favorites.
Oh, versus a Boy Scout. Oh boy.
Ooh,
And
Now for the
Carrie
Boy Scout.
he's gonna seduce the Boy Scout.
Carrie shoots
With the-
acid.
Okay. From where?
The Boy Scout is really good looking.
Oh, okay. All right.
And then Carrie's second power, oh man, she has 2 extra arms. And then but the Boy Scout was armed with a sniper rifle.
Oh, and he's a Boy Scout, so he's been trained.
Ooh.
They teach sniping?
Yeah, no, they
mean,
teach
yeah, sure.
survival. Now he also can shoot a gun. I mean, that's pretty crazy. And you forget, Kurt, he's really, really good looking.
And Carrie just wanted like to go to prom and like be prom king or queen rather.
But now she's Goro from Mortal Kombat.
She's Goro from Mortal Kombat. Maybe she's trying to ask the Boy Scout out and he's like, no. Or maybe he says yes and then tells her where he's going to meet her. And then he's actually up like in a different building and he's going to snipe her.
That is true. It doesn't say he is trained, like Kurt said, though. So he could just have a sniper rifle. It doesn't mean he's good at shooting anything.
True.
But I wonder how long the range of her acid is once he misses the first shot.
I think acid is kind of like a
Like a spitting, right? You would think?
well, I was thinking like even if it was like you shot it out of your hand, it's kind of I don't know the best word. It lobs,
Right.
so like a catapult.
Yeah, so that would imply that you don't have good control over the aim. Like it's like playing worms against each other.
It's not like a beam of acid.
Right.
But with this game, right? So Carrie, right?
Mhm.
It does when we pull these cards, all right? I guess it's probably not going to tell you this in the rules, but do they have their original power that makes them the person that they are? Because I know we just said
I mean,
that about Mrs.
I would
Voorhees.
imagine-
I would
Carrie-
assume so.
Yeah, I would imagine
Carrie has-
so.
she has telekinesis. She could just pull that rifle from wherever he is and take it right out of his hands.
Yeah, but he'd have to miss the first shot and she'd have to know where he is.
She could stop the bullet.
She'd have to know it was coming.
But he's really, really good looking, so she'll know.
That's the thing is he's really, really good looking, uses that to get Carrie to be like, I'll go to prom with you. Because the best looking dude is gonna be the prom king, right? Like, isn't that usually how it works? I was never prom king, clearly.
But don't you
never
remember
went
what
to prom.
happened at the prom to Carrie?
Yeah, they dumped blood on her,
Yeah. So
and then she freaked out.
He's gonna be the first one that she kills.
No,
if he wins
because
the prom.
he's taking care of her with a sniper rifle pre-prom. I think that's a scenario I've built up in my brain.
I don't think anywhere on the planet that we live, Carrie would be killed by a Boy Scout.
I gotta go with Carrie on this one. I mean, I gotta go with the
Carrie
Boy
carries
Scout.
the round.
I gotta
Wait,
go with the
you're
Boy
good.
Scout, but Kurt said Carrie, so I guess.
I say Carrie too. There's no way. She has 2 extra arms to do more telekinesis.
But does she need arms for that, or is that brain?
It's in your brain, I guess, but anyone that has, yeah, you're right. Whatever.
She could at least wave an extra set of arms around. Like, that's cool.
Yeah, or she has more acid to.
She could dance with 2 people at once.
She could be dancing with someone while she kills the Boy Scout.
True. This one's good. Buffy the Vampire Slayer and Kayako, the girl from The Grudge. I didn't know what her name
Oh
was.
God,
like The
her!
Grudge.
I did not like her.
Okay, so am I mistaken? Didn't Michelle Gellar, wasn't she in The Grudge? And she was Buffy the Vampire Slayer?
Well, it
Let's
depends.
Look it up.
If we're
Yeah.
talking about the original Buffy the Vampire Slayer,
The movie.
that wasn't her that was in it.
That was like
Yeah.
a different girl. All right, and
It
then
was.
as far as abilities, Buffy's
God, I hate
ability.
that.
Oh, Buffy can read minds.
Weird.
Oh, that is weird. And then the girl from The Grudge relies on sonar to see. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I haven't seen The Grudge in so long.
It's scary. I don't like
Buffy the Vampire Slayer has no bones, though. Which
it. So
I don't know.
she can like go under doors and stuff.
Yeah, what does that
All-
mean?
All that reminds me of is, do you
She
remember
was in The
from
Grudge.
Blade, the big fat like thing? I think it was in Blade 2 that just like it was a hacker and stuff, and he couldn't move because he was so fat. That's what
Oh,
that
yeah.
reminds me of, with no bones.
And the girl from The Grudge's last, I put the card down a little early. I apologize. Last one is can make a force field while holding breath.
I feel
So-
like the girl from The Grudge has to win.
Yeah, because if you have no bones, how do you move?
You can't stand. You're just a blob.
Right.
But she relies on sonar to see and holds her breath to make a force field, so she can hold her breath and listen more because no noises are being made. So if Buffy makes any noises,
Yeah, but
Then
how
she'll
long
be
can
able
she
to
hold
see
her
where
breath
she
for?
is.
Because Buffy could read her mind.
Isn't
and
she
she's gonna
dead?
Do that.
yeah,
Oh yeah.
I thought she was.
Does she
dead.
have breath to hold?
I mean, wouldn't you be eternally holding your breath?
Yeah, I guess so. So
she
she's
would
always going to have a
eternally
force field, so there's no way to beat her.
No. All Buffy can do is read her mind more on how she's going to get killed. That's about it.
Yep.
And she's like, I have no bones.
No
Imagine
bones. That
having
would
no
suck.
bones. That would suck. Like,
You'd
imagine
just
if
be
you
a
didn't have
blob.
bones and just like one arm. Like your arm would just be like, because those
I think
muscles.
some people are born that way.
Really? Wow.
Like with no bones?
No, I
But
mean,
just like in
maybe they're
one,
missing
in like
bones.
one extremity. Yeah, missing
Yeah.
bones. Yeah, I can see that being a possibility.
I found out while I was digging through that rabbit hole of figuring out if the whatever her face is played in The Grudge. They made a Grudge versus Ring Girl movie.
They did?
What?
Yeah.
Where can I watch this?
I guess it's on YouTube. And they uploaded 2 different endings so you can pick which ending and who wins.
Oh, I want them to pick for me. But I'm gonna have to watch that because that sounds hilarious.
It was like Sadako versus whatever her name was.
Sadaka.
Murdoch, have you watched Rubber yet? Did you watch that?
No, actually, funny story about that. I was looking through movies to watch because my wife and I have just been watching a bunch of movies, and I was laughing because she fell asleep, and I was like, well, I'm going to stop what we're watching so she doesn't miss it, and I'll put a movie on. And when I opened up Max, that was the first movie that was right there. And I was like, should I watch this to talk about on the podcast? but then I watched something else.
You
I
should.
almost texted you today because I knew you were watching movies, and I was going to tell you to make sure Rubber was one of them.
Yeah, definitely.
I ended up watching Reptile instead on Netflix, which is an amazing movie that you should watch. But yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it has Justin Timberlake in it, and it is a murder mystery movie.
Is it like new, or has it been around for a while?
It just came out. Yeah.
Wow. Huh. You guys ready for another round?
Yeah.
All right. Who do we
Round
got?
7. Fight.
Is this 7? Are you
4?
keeping track? I'm not
I
keeping
think it's just
track.
4. It's 4.
A tribe of cannibals
Uh-oh. Those are always bad, especially if you
versus-
crash your plane.
versus Frankenstein's monster. And the
Okay.
tribe of cannibals have the ability to shoot tear gas.
It's a lot of tear gas.
And Frankenstein's monster can catch his opponent by walking by no matter how fast they run. Ooh.
I mean, that's
And-
perfect for him.
Isn't that what
Ability
Jason
number
Voorhees
2. Can't stop sobbing. The cannibals cannot stop sobbing.
Because of the tear gas.
Because of the tear gas.
tear gas, exactly. And someone doesn't know how to use it.
It's leaky.
And Frankenstein's monster thinks the floor is actually lava.
But that first one doesn't matter then if they can catch their opponent by walking because they're not going anywhere because they think the floor is lava.
Right.
Frankenstein's
Also-
monster's just doing parkour.
Frankenstein,
Yeah. Exactly.
Frankenstein's monster is always been weird to me because I always just called him Frankenstein, but it's his monster.
Right. I think
correct?
we all did, right? Like we all said that's Frankenstein. Bolts in the neck, Frankenstein. Totally.
Yeah, but it's not.
So a tribe of
'Cause it was-
cannibals, would a tribe of cannibals even want to go to Frankenstein?
I don't think they would, though.
No, because he's dead. So I think Frankenstein's
They wouldn't eat him.
monster is going to win by default here.
Well, Frankenstein's monster, though, like, what does he do? Like, is he trying to eat people or kill people?
No, I think he's just trying to survive and be alive, and everyone
Yeah.
wants to kill him. So
Right. He's like straight up babyface in this scenario. Like, everyone's trying to kill him, but he's just trying to be a monster, be alive.
I think there's a lot going against this tribe of cannibals because they're shooting tear gas, but they can't stop crying, which is going to be hard for them to do, trying to find someone to eat.
Right.
And Frankenstein's monster is not alive. Well, he is, but not
And
one.
would
they
tear
will not
gas
wanna
even
eat him.
affect him? He doesn't have lungs, does he?
Excuse me,
Good
sorry.
question. I mean, clearly it affects the cannibals because they're sobbing.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is hands down Frankenstein's monster.
I would have to say, yeah. Like, I mean, even though he can catch opponents by walking, no matter how fast they run, as long as he's walking on something that's not the floor, I guess.
Yeah, he's just on their couch.
Right.
Cannibal couch.
Yeah,
I
and
think
like,
I go with Frankenstein's monster is my vote.
yeah, I agree. Frankenstein's monster wins. Look at that.
Yeah, sticky tack.
I hope I'm not getting you sick, Adam.
You might be.
No. Oh no. Can't get me sick. We're over the
Tribe of
internet.
cannibals.
Like a tribe of cannibals.
Well, I mean, there are tons of viruses on the internet.
This is true.
I just sent you one to show you. Oh my gosh, Kurt's superpower is burping.
I guess so.
It's all the bubbly.
All right.
Yeah, you
so,
gotta stop
dude,
drinking
it
that
totally,
bubbly.
like when I drink bubbly, I burp a lot more for sure. All right. Next fight. Next super fight.
Round
someone said
5.
super.
A woolly mammoth
Ooh, my favorite so far.
versus Van Helsing. He's the vampire
good.
hunter, right? He hunts vampires?
Yeah,
Okay.
But he also just hunted supernatural
he's a monster.
beings.
He's
Yeah.
a monster hunter.
Um,
He's a monster.
The woolly mammoth is on a velocipede. I'm not even sure what a velocipede is.
I read that as Velociraptor at first.
and
it was so much better.
Van Helsing has no arms.
So the Velocipede is like one of those old, like big wheel bicycles.
That's what I
Oh
just looked
boy,
up too.
that's
Yeah,
hilarious.
That's amazing.
A woolly mammoth on a big wheel bicycle.
And Van Helsing is great at hunting things, but he has no arms.
That's right.
So I
But
don't think he's
the
going to
next
be able to
power.
do
Oh, the woolly mammoth also has a flamethrower.
that. My God, I want to ask AI to make a picture of that.
And Van Helsing is a super genius.
So he could have made his own arms
He
after.
could have made his
right?
own arms. If he's
I
a
feel
super
like this is an
genius,
easy one.
ooh,
The woolly mammoth is going to destroy anything that gets in its way.
yeah, because think about it. It's on a velocipede, which is like a big wheel. You said right. So if he's on
Yeah.
that and he's just cruising around, blasting with the flamethrower, he's gonna get Van Helsing. But Van Helsing is a super genius, so he's gonna find a way.
To play devil's advocate here, would the woolly mammoth be, no pun intended, playing with fire by burning his fur off, having a flamethrower?
Fair point, though. Like, is this a dangerous weapon for him to have? And is he intelligent enough to know that it's dangerous?
Van Helsing's so smart he could put spike strips out on the spikes.
True.
I was pretty much heavy woolly mammoth. But then I started thinking a little more, and I was like, so even if Van Helsing didn't have arms, he would know how to make a trap at least.
Right.
And we don't know that the woolly mammoth can actually ride the bicycle. They're just on it.
But on it, does that imply that there's a driver?
No, it's a single seater.
Oh, yeah.
But what if he turns the flamethrower back to and it propels him forward?
A jet woolly mammoth.
Yeah, but does a woolly mammoth have the mental capacity to do that? Like to understand
Probably
that that's a
not.
possibility?
Probably not. He'll probably just be shooting it everywhere, kind of similar to Helen Keller.
Let's
Yeah.
see.
Like,
But
would
a
he even
woolly-
be able to pull the trigger on a flamethrower? Like, you would need like a big button. So the flamethrower wouldn't even be able to be used.
This is a tough one.
This is because you got to think about the anatomy of a woolly mammoth.
Didn't it have like a walnut-sized brain?
I think so.
Yeah, that's not surprising.
So I don't think it would know what to do with any of that stuff. So I think it would either kill itself or Van Helsing would be like, I don't have time for this.
Right, he's a super genius. He's like teaching at MIT or something with no arms.
Yeah, I think Helsing wins.
Yeah, I think the super genius part, he's going to find a way around getting killed.
But you guys, I just looked up the woolly mammoth was one of the last survivors of the Ice Age, and it was living 12,000 years ago.
Yeah,
Was that
he had
because he?
flamethrowers.
Yeah, same brain.
He was hunted. So yeah, I'll go with Van Helsing.
All right, Van Helsing wins. That was a challenging one, I think.
You know, we started with the woolly mammoth, and then we ended with
Yeah, because we were like, holy
Genius.
shit, how's he going to beat that?
This is really just more of a game of like who's the best at debate.
Oh yeah, for sure. So we have.
I think we're
I
thinking
dropped the
about it
card.
quite a bit.
What's that? We're thinking. Yeah, we're definitely.
I said we're thinking
quite a
about
bit.
it quite a bit. Yeah.
All right, so up next we have a hobo
Sick.
versus
Very resourceful.
versus a killer marionette.
So is that like from Puppet Master?
Yeah, exactly. And then
No,
we
it's
have
Mario and a net.
the hobo has a bacon wrapped baseball bat.
He's just gonna eat that.
Yep. The killer marionette has the shining.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Okay, but someone else has to have the shining too. So
The hobo can crawl out of a TV to attack opponent. So
that is pretty accurate.
the element of surprise.
In real life, if you see a TV on the side of the road, I would
we already
say a
had this
hobo would probably
card.
come out of it more than Samara.
Oh wait, no, we didn't have this card. What did we have before? Oh, this one can summon a marionette can summon and command the undead.
The undead.
The undead,
I
yes.
mean, I think the marionette has this pretty
Yeah.
easily.
Yeah.
Yeah,
the
hands
hobo
down.
the hobo's gonna eat that bacon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he just gets a snack and a bat and a home to live in for a little bit.
Right, but
That's
so
exactly what I was thinking.
yeah, because the
But he-
marionette like would just summon the undead and be like, go get him.
But wait a second. this hobo has been homeless, has nothing, right? And then he's gifted with a baseball bat and a place to live. He's gonna fucking defend the shit out of this place.
Right, but are we saying he lives in the TV that he can crawl out of? Is that what we're saying?
That's where it is in my head now.
Well, yeah, where is he gonna? Why else would he crawl out of a TV? That's where he lives. This is gonna be like a sequel to Home Alone now, except this is just gonna be him making all these traps in a TV.
But here's my thought though, is if he's okay, if he can crawl out, the way I see it is he uses the TV as like a portal. Like he can just go, okay, I'm gonna come out of that TV. But marionettes don't watch TV.
Yeah. Are you sure? Have you ever met a marionette that can talk to you?
The closest thing that I can think of is like Toy Story, and I never saw them watch movies.
Yeah, they did.
Did they? Did they watch movies? Oh yeah,
yeah. Literally, the pig was like watching commercials. Yeah, that's how they found the Toy Story 2. Come on.
Yep, Al's Toy
I don't know. The more I think
circle.
about it, I'm thinking about him living in like one of the TV consoles from when I was growing up that took up like half the living room.
Right.
Which that's probably not what he's crawling out of. He's probably crawling out of a TV like the Ring Girl.
Yeah.
So he could not get killed if he's in like a portal somewhere. Could he just stay there?
If the marionette was like sending the undead after him, could he transport to a portal and come out of a TV to escape?
Out of any TV. Doesn't have to be a specific one, I'd assume. I was going to go right with the marionette, but
this is a crazy game of cat and mouse that we have here.
It is.
Because the hobo could just be like, whoop, sorry, coming out of channel 17 now. Like, and the marionette would just have to find out where he is.
Right?
Yeah, exactly. Then he could win stuff he could use in this battle.
You're like, who's behind the wheel on Price is Right? And you're like, wait, it's a hobo.
So, because I don't know what the killer marionette is from, does it have to have but does it have to have a puppeteer?
I mean, no, because it comes to life.
Is it just possessed? Okay,
it's alive.
Yeah, it's alive.
I don't know.
I'm still gonna go.
Coin.
I'm gonna still go with the killer marionette because he also has the shining, so they can talk to other people through the mind. Ow! My cat just bit my hand.
So yeah, I mean, I wasn't even thinking about that. So he can talk to other people through the mind. So, like, if the hobo could then use the TV as a transporting device, he could maybe use that to find out where the hobo is.
He could be like, if it was me and Kurt, I could be like, Kurt, I lost the hobo. Turn to channel 17 and do some do some channel surfing for me, and you'll be like, on it. All right, he's on channel 13. I'll be all right. I'll be right to 13. I'll kick his ass.
Oh man, this is a hard one because like I'm going into this with the premise that they want to fight each other, right?
Yeah.
So it's not the hobo's going to try to like run away or just avoid it, because I think if that was the case, then the hobo would win.
Right.
But if the end goal was the hobo had to kill the marionette, I think the marionette would win in the long run.
Yeah, I think so too. I think the hobo would survive for a while, but I think the marionette would be the eventual winner.
Plus, it's saying that he is trained to be a killer, where the hobo is just a hobo. So,
but he's got a. I'm not even going to say a bacon wrap baseball bat, because if I'm a hobo, I'm just going to eat the bacon off of it.
Yeah, at least he gets a little taste of a better life before he dies.
That's right. Killed by a marionette puppet. What a world.
Starring a hobo in a taste of a better life.
Wasn't there a movie like Hobo with a Shotgun with Rutger Hauer? Wasn't that a movie?
Was.
Yes.
I say, wasn't that a movie? And I'm like naming actors that are in the movie. Like, yeah, that was a movie, clearly. All right, next fight. Who do we got? Oh, this is interesting. I have 2 cards here. Oh, I'm going to take this card. I'm cheating. The Crow versus Hillary Clinton.
Oh, boy.
The Crow's first power.
The Crow will commit suicide somehow.
Hey, can't rain all the time. The Crow's first power is their bites are infectious and turn their victim into a copy of the biter. So we could have Hillary Clinton Crow.
We could have 2 crows.
We could.
Sting.
and there's 100 of them.
Oh,
There's
gosh.
100 Hillary Clintons. Can
That's
the
a
crow
lot of
defeat 100
suicides.
Hillary Clintons? Okay. Oh boy, this makes it interesting. The bottom half of the crow is another character card.
Oh my gosh.
Nosferatu.
Oh my god, that would be so scary.
Yeah.
Is
And
that like
then-
in his pants?
Hillary Clinton heals 100 times faster than normal.
The crow's like, it can't rain all the time, and then he unzips his fly, and Nosferatu comes out.
Yeah, but the bottom half of him is Nosferatu. Does
It's
that
just
imply
legs.
that it's just Nosferatu's bottom half? Or
Yeah.
No, is it? Is that what it's saying?
because
That's how I
Nosferatu's
would
a
get it.
vampire, so that would mean that he would be more susceptible to things, actually.
Yeah.
Like his
fine.
legs would burn if you threw garlic at him.
Well, the fact that Hillary Clinton heals 100 times faster than she normally heals is pretty unstoppable.
With this country's healthcare? I'm joking. I'm not.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's 100 Hillary Clintons. Now we also got to like. Does Hillary Clinton have any skills?
Yeah, assassinating people.
Yeah, and then saying that it was suicide.
We're getting too far down the rabbit hole here.
I'm just reporting on things that are on the news. I'm gonna go with Hillary Clinton. This is like a nightmare.
You
so-
think Hillary
Yeah,
Clinton,
I'm-
100 Hillary Clintons? would win?
I agree.
Well, okay, so yeah, because the crow could bite like Hillary Clinton number 99, and that bite just turns the victim into a copy of the crow. But does that mean it's still wanting to fight
Wait,
the crow, or does it join the crow?
If it joins the crow, does that mean the one that it turns into, if that one gets that power now too? So if it bites another Hillary Clinton, so then it could turn into 100 crows?
Yeah, with Nosferatu legs.
Ooh, I don't know.
Because the
But
bite
here's the
doesn't
thing.
have to heal. So the heal's 100 times faster than normal is out of the question when it comes to the bite. Or does that mean that it
Hillary-
would just quickly turn into the crow and then back to Hillary Clinton?
Hillary has a lot of things at her disposal, though, like power.
Yeah, but like if she's being hunted by the crow, like if her and the crow like meet up and they're gonna fight, I don't think she can use any of those other resources.
She'll have the Secret Service with her, right?
She would have the Secret Service with her, but then the crow would just bite them.
Them, and then turn into the crow. And then all she'd have to do is shoot him with one bullet, like it happened for real, and the crow dies.
That's
Like Brandon
terrible.
Lee.
That's
That
terrible.
is pretty terrible.
But the crow doesn't have any sort of superpowers, though.
No.
No,
Well,
so
kind of, because he was dead. So
Oh,
he,
yeah, that's
he
right.
can't be killed.
he can't be
So-
killed.
And he's an artist with gasoline. So
Yeah. I think this is the crow. I think it's going to take a while because you can't kill him. But I think eventually he's going to start turning those Hillary Clintons into little crows.
all this reminds me of is of videos you watch on like YouTube, which hopefully I'm not the only one that has, where it's like 1,000 T-Rexes versus one Santa Claus.
Yes.
Yeah, you convinced me. I think the crow would actually win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It would take
With
time.
the if we're saying that the victim that turns into the copier, like so the victim turns into the crow as well, and then if that person can bite someone and they turn in and constantly and it
It's
turns
a-
into like a
yeah, it's this
like
copy
a
of the
what,
biter.
Agent Smith
Yeah, exactly.
crow thing going
Exactly.
on, then I think the crow wins. Yeah.
Crow wins that one. I feel good about that.
Yeah.
That
While
was
he's resetting
interesting.
the
I didn't
card-
expect a draw another character card thing.
While he's resetting the cards, I just want to let everybody know. Let us know who you think would win through the ones that we've done
Oh,
so
yeah.
far. And hit us up on X. Or just go to DamnThatsYouTube and you can see all our socials and let us know what you think about this and past episodes and future episodes and anything else you'd like to share with us.
Also, I don't think we ever said this. Maybe we did. The little tags on our little boxes here, if you're watching on YouTube, they have our Twitter or X @ names. So hit us up there and let us know who you think would win.
Yeah, tag our boxes.
And
On X.
let us know if like you guys want to join in on like get like a live stream version of this where people can vote. That would be fun.
Yeah. Send us a Musk.
Send us a Musk.
Musk us.
All right, so we have. Oh, these cards stick together.
This would be a fun like live to do on like I don't know where you can do this, like Facebook or like
Yeah,
Instagram.
Yeah, you could do this on. Yeah, you could do it on Twitch.
Yeah,
Or YouTube.
we should do that.
We should.
We'll just do that.
We
one night.
should.
We'll do it.
Yeah.
Get everybody's opinion. See what they say in the chat, and see if they convince us. Since you've convinced me, and I've convinced Kurt, has convinced us, and do a lot of convincing.
Yeah. So this one's going to be interesting. Pinhead
Ooh.
versus a dolphin.
Well, dolphin is the smartest mammal in the world, correct?
True.
So.
And then Pinhead's power is that he's armed with a lightsaber.
So he's like Darth Maul.
Yeah, yeah. And the dolphin can stop time while holding breath.
Wow. So it stops time a lot.
That's right.
Or wait, no, because they can breathe underwater.
Yeah, well, how do they breathe? I guess we got to look that up. But we get two more things. This is a fun card. Steal one attribute from opponent. Discard this card after use. I guess we should probably take that one away because we can't choose what they would take, right? Yeah,
I would just say whatever the next one you're going to draw is, Pinhead
goes to
gets
Pinhead instead. Gotcha. Good idea.
Yeah.
Can blow 200-mile-per-hour winds.
I've never met 200-mile-per-hour winds before. I think
So Pinhead armed with a lightsaber and can blow 200-mile-per-hour winds versus a dolphin that can stop time while holding its breath.
Pinhead?
This is very elemental, right? Because like if Pinhead is just on land and he's blowing 200-mile-an-hour winds to mess with the ocean to fuck the dolphin up, but the dolphin can just hold its breath and stop time. It's not like the dolphin can go on land and get Pinhead. And I don't know.
Yeah,
I haven't seen Hellraiser movies in a while, but last I checked, Pinhead ain't much of a swimmer.
so. Can you use a lightsaber in water though?
Ooh.
Why wouldn't you be able to?
Didn't in one of the newer like Star Wars movies, weren't they fighting like in the rain?
Yeah. So I'm thinking you can use it until you get the hilt fully submerged because of the kyber crystal that's inside. Is what I'm gonna guess.
What does it do? Rust to the crystal? When they just polish it? Regardless, people don't need a lightsaber to kill a dolphin.
True.
No, and the 200-mile-per-hour winds though could really mess up the water and make like a tsunami.
They could be, but could the tsunami come back at Pinhead and he is his?
You just blow it the other way, and the dolphin goes on land and dies.
There you go.
Yeah,
I think
that one's
Pinhead
easy.
wins.
Actually, I can't even sway anybody the other way. The dolphin.
Is that what you were
loses.
trying to do?
No, I was just trying to make it competitive, but that was just an easy one. It's like me against a kindergartner.
Well, Pinhead has his minions too, so he could always summon
yeah.
them as well.
He could.
Kurt probably doesn't know anything about Pinhead.
I haven't watched Hellraiser in a while. Didn't they have a new one?
They did, and I haven't watched it. It
I
was on
haven't
my
either.
list. It's a woman as Pinhead.
Interesting. I'll have to check that out. I think this is
It's
fun
on-
too that we're doing this like around Halloween. You know, because
It's on Hulu.
It's on Hulu.
Hello.
Okay, so this one is a spider.
Spider.
Ooh,
Your
this is
average,
this is like spider versus a witch, which is like the battle of the generic Halloween decorations.
Spider versus Witch live on pay-per-view.
By the way, Murdoch, have you played Spider-Man 2? I know Kurt has.
I have not.
You should. So
I'd
the
love to.
spider
If anybody
is
would like to donate me some money or donate the game. What wall crawl?
the spider is a wall crawler, so watch out for that. The witch throws bears. Oh man,
This has been my favorite one so far.
the spider has a stone
Oh.
gaze. Ooh,
Does that
like
mean it just looks
Medusa.
at you for a really long time,
And
or
you turn
makes
to
you turn
stone.
into stone?
Yeah,
Oh,
I would
God.
imagine,
Medusa.
right? Are we all in agreement that that's it?
Yep.
Yeah.
The witch is inside of a giant hamster ball. So we have a witch that throws bears inside of a giant hamster ball, and a
The
spider.
bears wouldn't get
who-
outside the ball.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they'd just be. She'd suffocate herself
I
before
would-
she
I
turned
would-
to stone.
I would say though that she could launch the bears outside of that ball. I would imagine.
She'd have like a bear launcher.
Yeah, she can
off
throw
the hamster
bears,
ball.
but the spider is a wall crawler because, of course, and they get the stone gaze. I guess what I would need to know is, does the stone gaze have to be like flesh to flesh? You know what I mean? Like if there's any sort of thing in between, do you still get that?
I would imagine if it's direct eye contact, so
Right.
kind of like very Medusa. So like, I don't remember who ended up killing Medusa. Was it Odysseus?
I don't think I played that Assassin's Creed game.
It's just Greek mythology.
Oh,
But they,
sorry.
looked-
I don't think I played that
looked
one. That God of War game.
They looked into a mirror to kill Medusa.
Wait, they had Medusa look into a mirror?
No, they used
Oh.
a mirror to look at Medusa so they knew when to attack. I don't remember who killed Medusa, but
Right. So
if that's the case,
Perseus.
Perseus.
killed him.
Perseus, yeah.
A lot of
cut
yeses.
off her head. Cut off her head.
Yeah. Was Medusa ever in the God of War games? I'm trying to remember.
yes,
That's what I thought. I was thinking about that.
3?
now. I'm like, yes, exactly. God of War 3.
he rips her head off.
Yes.
Here's how I picture it going down. I
Okay.
picture the spider trying to kill the witch. The witch throws a bear. The bear, as he's being thrown in the air,
Turns into
looks
a
at the
rock.
spider, turns into stone, and squashes the spider.
I
it's like the
cannot
llama
come up with a
statue.
better scenario.
Yeah.
That
So then the witch is like, "Oh, cool, I win."
Yeah. Yeah, because you're right. It doesn't say the stone gaze like only affects its enemy.
And the bear wouldn't know any better. It would look at the spider. The spider would look at it because spiders have like 100 eyes.
Right. Yeah.
Oh,
right?
She could
bringing
launch
up another
100
point.
bears and turn them all into a bunch of bear boulders.
And they just all smash the spider.
Right.
And then if they missed, he would barely survive.
All right. So the witch wins then.
Which wins?
The spider's
Which
dead.
wins?
The spider's
Which wins
dead.
Halloween?
Yep. Oh man.
Speaking of this, by the way, we were watching a movie today. Me and my wife and I, we were watching Ginger Snaps. If you've never seen that, it's a really good movie.
Some
And
great cookies.
right near the end of the movie, I fell asleep, and my mouth was open, and she stuck her finger in.
Have you ever seen the Ginger Dead Man?
No,
I'm gonna tell you the synopsis of it, and you're gonna think I'm making.
I want
it
to
up.
hear.
I want the synopsis.
The synopsis. Gary Busey is a killer on death row. They electrocute him. He gets cremated.
Dude, I just looked up the picture of it.
And his ashes get mixed into a gingerbread mix. And they make gingerbread man, and he goes around killing people. It's great. And Gary Busey's the voice of the gingerbread man.
He also looks like him.
Yeah, it's tremendous. It was such a good
3 of
blockbuster
them?
rental back in the day. I only saw the first one.
I was gonna say,
Saturday Night Cleaver.
You've watched some of the worst movies ever.
So we back in the day we used to do, and this was year round, B horror movie night. And we would just go to Blockbuster and pick out the worst shit we could find, and we would just watch them all. Or
That
like when I
sounds
worked
fun,
at Best Buy, like I'd be like, "Hey, let me go buy this DVD because it looks awful, and we're gonna watch this tonight."
There was one called The Ginger Dead Man versus Evil Bong, and the tagline says, "And hell rode with them."
That's hilarious. Oh man, The Ginger Dead Man was such a solid movie though. Like not really. It probably doesn't hold up. Like if I went back to watch it now, I'd probably be like, But
If some
Super
random-
Fight. Ginger Dead Man, Rubber.
right, who would win?
Gary Busey.
Gary Busey, for sure.
Yeah, because he gets all the royalties.
I think someone needs to do like a deep fake of Gary Busey in this costume saying the butter sausage thing that I've seen a bunch of times. Did anybody see, by the way, that Gary Busey was talked to about the butter sausage deep fake thing that they did, and they made him say it, and he's like, I don't even like buttered sausage. What's butter sausage?
That's hilarious. All right, we got time for one more.
Whatever, you know?
Let's do this.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a classic one. Dracula.
Dracula.
Too bad it wasn't versus Van Helsing.
I don't even know if we can answer this one. My ex. We've all been with our significant others for so long that should we sub it out?
Yeah.
Okay, let's sub it out. Let's sub it out for the next one because that one's not good.
They're both would be bloodsuckers. Anyway,
Dracula versus Hulk.
Ooh,
It's Dracula versus Adam's hands. Fight.
Yes. And Dracula's first power, he knows his opponent's only weakness. That's a solid power.
that is.
And Hulk's power, he's armed with a rusty machete.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh,
So we get Ragnarok Hulk.
that's right. Dracula, these are two cards here. Hold on. Can only
So I can
see
only
movement.
see.
And Hulk
Okay.
has 2 extra legs.
So
Lots of extra
Dracula's like
appendages.
the T-Rex.
Mm-hmm. Can only see movement, but he knows his opponent's only weakness. Hulk has a rusty machete and 2 extra legs, which would imply that there's going to be a lot more movement.
So he's like a Spider Hulk.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
what is the Hulk's weakness, though?
Himself.
That
His
he
emotions.
turns into a normal person when he's not angry? So would he just like
Is Dracula going to
softly,
like tickle him and be like,
rub his back? Well, I mean, I guess the other side of it too is like, are we going off of Dracula is also like every other vampire, and the only way they can die is like a stake through the heart?
Yeah.
Isn't adamantium or is it? I don't know how to say it. Isn't that his weakness?
Adamantium? Is it?
Adamantium?
Hulk's weakness?
Yeah.
Hmm.
It says, I just looked up the Hulk's weakness, and it says adamantium and vibranium.
Oh.
Oh. So Captain America's shield?
So it says swords, knives, and more have been used against the Hulk, and nothing has left a scratch on him. However, with that said, there's 2-bladed weapons that can cut into the Hulk's skin: adamantium and vibranium.
Interesting.
And then I picture Dracula having like a cross, like he wouldn't it? Not a cross. What's the thing that he wears around his neck? Medallion,
Yeah, sure.
and have that be made of adamantium, and then.
Right, because he knows
Uses
the
that
weakness so he
against
could
the
get
Hulk.
it done.
Or wait, I got a better idea. He knows what his weakness is, so he covers his 2 teeth in that and bites the Hulk.
But he's got to watch out. Well, I guess the rusty machete wouldn't do much for Dracula, right? Like,
I would think he gets stabbed with it 1,000,000 times, right?
yeah, but what
Yeah,
if
he'd
it
be
cuts
fine.
off
It's not
an
a wooden
appendage?
stake.
What
It's
if he
fine
cuts
to
off
heal.
Dracula's leg? Can he grow another leg right away? Is there
I
a
mean, probably not
cooldown?
right away. I guess that's the other side of it, right? Like, if Dracula can only be killed, or a vampire can only be killed through like a stake through the heart, if you also took the Hulk and he just punched the crap out of Dracula where there's nothing left,
Right.
is he dead?
Oh man.
Or does he just like respawn at his coffin?
Right.
I
yeah.
think he always comes back, right? Unless he has a stake through the heart.
Yeah, but,
I don't know.
But
I'm not
I think
well
I think
versed
what-
on vampires.
So yeah, if he's like punished into oblivion, like, but he would just like, so say Hulk flattens him, wouldn't he just like reinflate and get back up and be like, "What's up, Hulk? Let's go again."
But I guess it depends on what vampire thing you're going off of, because like your typical vampire dies by a wooden stake through the heart.
Mm-hmm.
If you watch Supernatural, they die by getting their heads cut off.
It says I did the same thing with this. It says in the original novel, His weaknesses are garlic, wild rose, mountain ash, crosses, crucifix, holy water, and holy wafers. I guess that's what those are called.
Huh.
Body of Christ. Needs to be invited to enter a place, so he can't come in unless you invite him, which I know has been an actual thing lately. Daytime.
Nighttime.
Burns, but traps him in the form he's in and robs him of his powers.
So
And
Hulk's
can't
just
move
gotta.
can't move too far of his native soil, needing to carry boxes with him when he travels.
Wow.
So I
There's
feel
a
like
lot
the
to
Hulk
this.
would win.
I feel like the Hulk would win after hearing that.
Yeah, if I remember some of the stuff I watched with Dracula, when he got like limbs torn off, if he got like blood, they grew back, but it wasn't like an automatic thing. It happened like gradually over time.
Right.
So I guess the other side of this too is Dracula knows the opponent's only weakness is vibranium or adamantium.
Right.
Neither of those things actually exist. So are we
Oh.
saying by virtue of there being a Hulk, the MCU exists, so those things exist, like the Marvel Universe exists?
Yeah, I would
Or
think it
are
would
we
have to
saying-
be within the like knowing his opponent's only weakness. I would assume that this means that weakness is available.
Okay.
We also forget, by the way, what can Dracula turn into and fly around?
A bat.
bat?
A bat.
That's right.
So it could bite the Hulk and he couldn't even know.
And if he wears a hat, it's a
Hmm.
baseball bat.
I don't think it
man.
works that way.
He wraps bacon around himself and then a hobo
He
swings
does.
him.
Oh man.
And the other thing to wonder is can the Hulk, if Dracula
Is.
decided to turn up
Turn up.
the heat,
Yep. Just have a party.
would he do 7 degrees or 7 bacon?
We didn't count the
6
bacon on the
degrees.
hobo's bat.
6 degrees or 7 bacon?
We should
That's
have
what it
done
was.
that.
All right, I'm going all in on Hulk.
But
think the
no,
Hulk
so
wins.
Murdoch brings up a good point though, right? So Dracula can become a bat. I personally have had a bat in my bedroom. When Hulk goes to like sleep, doesn't he turn back into Bruce Banner?
No,
No, he sleeps as the Hulk.
you need to watch Ragnarok.
I guess
first of
so.
all.
But you do bring up a good point. He could turn into Bruce Banner again.
But does Hulk sleep? I guess is kind of what I'm getting at. Because if Hulk
Yes.
sleeps, then Dracula
does.
could just fly over there all bat-like, hang out, then turn into Dracula and I want to suck your blood and finish him with his adamantium teeth.
But here's
Yes.
the thing: is the Hulk's blood normal blood because it has gamma radiation in it, and would that just kill Dracula?
Oh shit! The plot thickens.
I would assume no, because again, we're going off of the premise of either Dracula has to be completely obliterated, or like a stake through the heart.
Yeah, I would. Yeah. You're right. I don't think that would kill Dracula. This is a tough one, actually.
But also, like, the Hulk has been known to use more than a rusty machete. So, would we consider a wooden stake? Like, I don't know. He throws a tree at him.
Right? Yeah.
Oh, but wait a second.
Wait a second.
So in the movie, Stan Lee drinks the Hulk's blood and turns into the Abomination. But in the She-Hulk TV show that I never watched because it looked awful, she had a blood transfusion from the Hulk, which resulted her into becoming the She-Hulk.
So, would it just make Dracula into Hulkula?
Yeah, I think so.
But the thing I was saying with Stan Lee is he gets gamma sickness from drinking it because the only reason that she turned into She-Hulk is she was related to the Hulk.
So, she had the genetic disposition.
Correct.
Hmm.
But Stan Lee turned into the Abomination, so Dracula could turn into like a similar type of thing.
Just a giant bat.
Man, I'm gonna need to. I don't know. Let's just go. Murdoch, take your pick.
I'm still going with my original thing. I think if Dracula knows what the opponent's weakness is, he's gonna make his teeth dipped in adamantium and bite the Hulk, and the Hulk's gonna get hurt.
So I would agree, and actually, I'm going to be devil's advocate for myself because I also said that he would catch him while he's sleeping, but Dracula can only see movement, so unless Hulk's tossing and turning, how would he sneak up on him?
He wouldn't. You're right.
He wouldn't.
That's.
I guess I gotta say that Hulk would find a way to crush Dracula.
I think I'm going to change what I said because that makes sense too. Because if he can't do anything to him unless he moves, and if the Hulk's moving, I mean, he's pretty much going to destroy it. And he has 2 extra legs. So,
for lack of a better term, I'm going to put the nail in the coffin with this one.
This guy.
If we're talking the Hulk in general, technically there is an existence of a smart Hulk, where he has the brains of Bruce Banner, but the body of the Hulk. So he would know that Dracula's there, know how to kill him, would wait for him and stand still, and then stab him with a wooden stake and win.
Would he know that Dracula knows his weakness?
I mean, not necessarily, but if he's smarter than Dracula, like Dracula would know his weakness, but he's also like, I'm from the 14th century. And Hulk would be like, you're Dracula. I'm going to just stab you with this wooden shank. I don't know. I got to vote Hulk.
Yeah, I think I got to go Hulk too. I feel like that Hulk would. I don't see where. Man, if Dracula could, if the can only see movement card didn't exist, then I would be more pro Dracula. But I got to go Hulk.
Also, if we're talking about the MCU, the Hulk could be friends with Blade. So
it's true. But
or
this
we
game
can make this really interesting.
One-on-one fight.
Give them one more power.
Oh, we're going to give them one more power?
Ooh.
Let's do it. Okay. Does this one go to Dracula or the Hulk? I forget what order.
Dracula first.
He's a pinata.
Getting hit by a rusty machete.
Oh boy. Okay, so now we get another top half. So top half is blank.
This
so the top
changes
half
everything.
is the Hulk. Remember, he has 2 extra legs. The bottom half is the Antichrist.
No, the top half is
the
Antichrist.
top half.
Oh, the top half is the Antichrist with 4
Hulk legs?
So wouldn't they be friends? Would they not fight because they both are Antichrist?
Is Dracula an Antichrist?
No.
I don't know.
Are you sure?
The Antichrist would be like I was going to say literally the opposite of God, but that's literally the title of it. I feel like the Hulk has to win at this point because, one, Dracula's a pinata.
Yeah.
But also, like, just the idea of somebody, like, I'm looking at, like, a quad pod, like instead of a tripod, but it's just 4 Hulk legs.
Right.
That's really funny to me. And then just a normal human body top. I don't know who the Antichrist is. I was going off of just the idea of it, but I assume that's from a movie.
Yeah, I'm not sure either, to be honest. I was in the same boat as you, going with like the idea of the Antichrist, but
literally, Count Dracula is the figurative Antichrist who promises eternal life through the ingestion, not of the sacramental wine representing the blood of Christ, but actual human blood.
So it's the Hulk legs with a Dracula body versus
but
Dracula,
it's not Dracula,
pinata.
though. It's not Dracula. But the other Dracula's a pinata, so that just eliminates, like, that just brings his physical fidelity down to 0.
That's why I feel like they'd just be friends. This says the Antichrist refers to people prophesied by the Bible to oppose Jesus Christ and substitute themselves in Christ's place before the second coming. So they would just go have a beer.
But they have to fight.
Yeah. Because you think about it, like,
are they fighting over?
Who's the Antichrist at this point, I guess?
Who's the ultimate Antichrist?
Yeah, the ultimate Antichrist.
I mean, it has to be the Hulk Christ.
Yeah, I say the Hulk Antichrist wins. The pinata does it for me. Like, he's just...
Yeah, the pinata ruined it all. So I think I go with the Hulk as well.
Yep. Cool. Well, the last little bit of cards there made it...
pretty good. I liked it.
Yeah, made it a little easier.
It was fun.
Yeah, this is a fun game.
Yeah, a little bit of a
enjoyed it.
different episode, but
Yeah,
is.
you know, it was different. We did things differently.
Hey, where can you buy this game?
So you can get SuperFight, which is made by Skybound Games. You can get it pretty much anywhere. Like Target has it. I think Walmart even has it. I got mine on Amazon. I got a couple expansion packs. The horror themed expansion pack with those red cards that showed up. And then I just got just another expansion because they were on sale. So definitely check it out. It's a lot of fun. I think it was cool and timely for the Halloween season. I think it was good for that. What did you guys think of the game?
They have a lot of expansions. They have one that Kurt would enjoy called Super Fight, the History Deck.
Yeah, they have a
You'd enjoy that
mythology
a lot.
one too. I actually almost
Ooh.
bought the mythology one because I thought that would be kind of cool.
They have another one Kurt would like called the Anime Deck.
Yep.
no,
They have a rated R deck.
our deck.
The Mind Crack Deck. I don't
What's
know
that
what that
one?
is. Don't know.
Oh. This
Super
one, the
Fight
horror
Square
deck.
Chest. There's a lot. There's
The-
a lot of. There's a lot.
Yeah. The horror deck came with like other cards. Let me see but I wasn't sure how to fit them into this. So they have, there's some that are blank, which is kind of cool. These are, I don't know what these are. They're like, I guess they're kind of outside elements. So like this one says fighters are being harassed by a group of meddling kids. So it's like an over, like, something that interferes with the whole fight. During a purge.
It's like a debuff.
Yeah, exactly. And then they have a location. So like one of the locations is the Overlook Hotel.
Ooh.
Antarctic
I'm gonna
Research
stay there.
Station, Camp Crystal Lake, Elm Street. So yeah, so they add some cool stuff to that. You could play the horror one like all by itself, like if you wanted to.
Good. The Arctic Research Station.
Yeah. So yeah, episode 21. That was a lot of fun, man. I wanted to do something different, so I thought this would be kind of cool.
Well, I thoroughly enjoyed it, and you can thoroughly enjoy it too by picking a deck up yourself.
Yeah,
Just
it's like
pick up a deck.
$30 for the game. $30, unless you find it on sale like I did for 20.
Yeah, grab your deck, grab your friend's deck.
Yep, you
Yeah.
can play with your own deck.
You can. No one's gonna make fun of you for playing with your own deck.
Not at all.
We just played with my deck on YouTube and
We
audio.
played with your deck and also a longer one too. We made your deck longer.
Yeah, I expanded my deck. I ordered a deck expansion from the internet.
That's crazy. It made your deck a lot longer and it seemed like a stronger deck.
Yeah, not only that, but we used the deck for like an hour. So
We did. And it still was pretty long.
yeah, I mean, I was satisfied.
I think the listeners were satisfied.
I think so too. If you were satisfied, go like, subscribe, do whatever. I tried not to break during that one. But yeah, no,
You did your
like,
deck.
subscribe, share. If you have an episode of ours that you really, really like, share it with your friends. This one's been a lot of fun to make. Overall, this podcast in general is just fun to make. That's why we do it. We're just having fun, and it gives us like a, theme of things to talk about. So it's kind of cool.
That Gertrude episode, the intrusion of Gertrude. I just messed it up probably. But
Gertrusion.
Gertrusion of privacy.
Yeah. Yeah, that's like the highest watched episode, which I don't even remember what we talked about. We
I
talked
might have to go
weird
back and
names
listen to
stuff.
it. Yeah, I know. I remember
Yeah.
Gertrude being like an old person name,
Yeah,
but
like
that's all I
Barbara.
remember. Yeah,
You don't meet anybody like that
no.
anymore.
Kurt, any last words?
Now, NyQuil's kicking in. I'm going to go say hi to the Hat Man in a bit.
The Hat Man, is that like the
The
Slender
Hat
Man?
Man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're gonna go say hi to the Hat Man. Who the fuck is that? Who the fuck is the Hat Man?
You never heard about that? It's like people who take way too much like Benadryl and then they're like, time to get a visit from the Hat Man because they just like hallucinate.
No,
No, I've
I've
never heard of
that
this.
ever. Maybe like what's it called? The sleep. The sleep.
Monster?
Wow.
The sleep
No.
monster?
The sleep monster.
Sleep paralysis demon?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say because that's
Yeah, the
usually
Hat
who wears
Man.
hats. The Hat Man. Yeah, that's usually what it is.
When you
but-
said Hat Man, I thought of like one of those like early 1900s like sleeping caps, or maybe 1950s. I guess sleeping caps.
the nightcap,
Yeah, the nightcap.
Stocking cap.
Yeah, the snow
Yeah.
caps.
snow caps.
I
are
love
delicious.
snow caps.
Yeah,
Yeah,
why
those
did
were
that
good.
win the fucking thing instead of gummy bears?
Well, thanks for watching
Fuck
That was
gummy
good.
and
bears.
listening.
Yeah,
and other things.
and
that you
other
did.
things. Kurt's gonna go visit the Hat Man. He's gonna go to
Yeah.
Hat Man's gonna visit me.
I'm gonna go visit Helen Keller with laser beam eyes.
Did you just say Hat Man too?
I did.
Is Micah fuck Owen Brody the Hat Man?
Yep.
He's
'Cause he has a hat on.
Man.
I do have a hat on. It's on backwards today.
So you're gonna go visit him?
Yeah, he's gonna visit me. We're gonna hang out and play
What
video
is
games.
this ending?
I don't know. I'll
I
probably
don't know,
cut it
but it's
before
gonna
this.
end in 3, 2, 1.